And then the match play, this one is literally 2 ends of the board charge at each other, which, if I'm honest, I'm kind of done with. Like, emotionally, I'm done. Like, we get it. Hello everyone, welcome to Glass Half Dead. Quick note about this video. I had recorded all of the Rogue Trader rules in one go, and had intended to upload it all as a single video, but it turned out to be really long, so instead it's multiple videos. So if there's a bit of discontinuity in this, my bad. Anyway, let's get into it. Hope you enjoy. Then we have Gellerpox Infected. Let's go over the tactics. Do they have more? Or am I just forgetting what these guys had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, they don't. Corruption and Decay, 2 command points. Again, I don't know if I will have edited this out of the video, but this is high quality enough that you can freeze frame this and zoom in and just read all of these for yourself. But let's shoot over them really quick. Use this tactic at the start of the fight phase. Choose an enemy model within 3 inches of a model from your kill team until the end of the phase. Subtract 1 for that enemy model's toughness characteristic. That's pretty cool. 2 command points is a big spend. But with this, you're taking a Marine down to toughness 3, which means you could then be wounding him on 2s. So that's pretty nice. Geller Shift. Use this tactic in the movement phase before making a normal move with the Gellerpox mutant from your kill team. Remove that model from the battlefield, then set it up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 4 inches from any enemy models. It cannot move further in this phase. Again, quite nice, but it's 2 command points. Although, interesting to note, obviously with commanders coming in, now we have a lot more... We have more command points to play with because commanders have ways of getting more command points. And I just noticed here we've got the command points. This one is the first 3 command point tactic I've seen. Let's read it now. Use this tactic at the end of the movement phase. Set up a mutoid vermin model on the battlefield anywhere that is wholly within 6 inches of a Gellerpox infected model from your kill team and more than 6 inches from any enemy models. This mutoid vermin model is added to your kill team until the end of the mission, but is ignored for the purposes of determining whether your kill team is broken. At the end of the battle, removal models added to your kill team through this tactic before determining who has won the mission. I know that in other editions of Warhammer, specifically I think, and also 40k, summoning has generally been really broken. However, I quite like summoning. I think it's a really cool idea. For 3 command points, you get another model. If we could get some sort of summoning mechanic into the game, I'd actually really like it. I think it adds a lot to the game. 3 command points. That's a lot of command points. Although, in this case, it's just start of your turn is 1. Your leader alive is 1. Your commander alive is 1. So, this potentially is, you could do this once per turn. Which is pretty cool. And it is a mutoid vermin. It's this. Or this. Or that. Okay, so you can get a Curse Mite, a Sludge Grub, or an Eye Stinger Swarm. We'll come back to them in a sec. Let's quickly go over the other ones here. Rancid Vomit, 2 command points. Use this tactic at the start of the shooting phase, choosing a Nightmare Hulk model from your kill team, and then choose an enemy model within 6 inches of and visible to it. Roll 3d6. For each roll of 5+, that enemy model suffers 1 mortal wound. So, statistically, you're going to get 1 mortal wound from that. Pretty good. 2 command points to inflict a mortal wound. I'll take it. Obviously, that can't be rerolled with your reroll tactic, so no need to save those up for that. Twisted Blessings, Gellerpox Infected. I need to stop saying that. They are all Gellerpox Infected tactics. 2 command points. Use this tactic at the end of the movement phase. Choose a Nightmare Hulk from your kill team that has 1 or more flesh wounds and roll a d6. On a 4-up, 1 flesh wound is removed. That's pretty nice. I like that. A way to get rid of the flesh wounds. Pretty cool. Again, I think that kind of thing should be added to more kill teams as well. And then Machine Glitch, 1 command point. Use this tactic when a player attempts to open or close a door if a glitchling from your kill team is not shaken. Is within 1 inch of that door or doorway. Add 3 to your dice roll result when rolling off to the... Oh, wow. Adding 3. So you basically win. Win that dice roll. If you're a glitchling. That's pretty cool. I like that. Let's go. Okay, first things first, Nightmare Hulk. Movement 4 inches. This is the slowest moving thing in the game so far. This model is armed with hideous mutations. No idea what that is. We'll come to it in a sec. So they have disgustingly resilient, just like all Nurgles do. Does everything here have it? Just these three. Not the mutoid vermins. Fair enough. Which, if you don't know, each time a model with this ability loses a wound, roll a d6. On a 5-up, that model does not lose that wound. Pretty nice. Horrific Visage. Subtract 1 from the leadership characteristic of models whilst they are within 6 inches of any enemy models with this ability. Now, you can have a leader here. Nasher Screamer only. So a Nasher Screamer gets 1 more attack, 1 more leadership. That's it. Oh, and the max is 2 and 1, so you can only ever have 3 of them. Yeah, it's about what I expected. Again, everything here is totally in line with Elucidian Star Striders in that there's no real, there's no customization. You have to run them as they are. Ah, you see, points per model. Points per weapon. Tisk, tisk, G-dubs. Tisk, tisk. But yeah, so we get exactly the same thing here. It looks like there's no customization at all. You get what we got in the kill team, and that's that. I mean, from a narrative perspective, it makes them quite interesting or fun if you want to play exactly that. But honestly, I was really hoping for some sort of build your own kill team out of these guys. But anyway. Gellerpox Mutant. Gellerpox Mask. This model has a 5-up invulnerable save. Nice. Each time you roll an unmodified saving throw of 6 for this model in the fight phase, and this model is not shaken, the enemy model that made the attack suffers 1 mortal wound after it has made all of its attacks. Ooh. Now the Ice Stinger Swarm. Movement 10. I think that's the highest move in the game. So, you know, the lowest and the highest. Interesting. Hatchlings. Add 1 to injury rolls made for this model. However, this model can never suffer flesh wounds. Any flesh wound result this model suffers has no effect. Okay. So they're a save 7+. Which means if they're in cover and being shot, they're a 6-up. So cover can give them a save. Strength 2, toughness 2. Max 4. So the thing here is, add 1 to injury rolls made for this model. However, you can never suffer a flesh wound. This is possibly also the least survivable unit in the game. However, Buzzing Swarm. Subtract 1 from hit rolls made for this attack made for attacks that target this model. In addition, this model automatically passes falling tests. Yep. I'm just going to assume that Curse Mite and Sludge Grub are very, very similar. Yep, so add 1 to injury rolls made for this model. Add 1 to injury rolls made for this model. But the Sludge Grub gets Caustic Blood. If this model is taken out of action in the fight phase, roll a d6. On a 6, the enemy model that made the attack that took this model out of action suffers 1 mortal wound after it has made all of its attacks. Very similar to Gellerpox Mask there. Well, the second half of Gellerpox Mask, not the 5-up invul. And Leaping Insectoids. You can reroll failed charge rolls for this model. In addition, whenever this model piles in and consolidates, it can move up to 6 inches. The Sludge Grub has the strength of 3, but only attack 1, whereas the Curse Mite has attack 2. Let's take a look, like, which of these is actually better? So, Blood-Sucking Proboscis. Strength user, AP 0, damage 1. Each unmodified hit roll of a 6 scores 2 hits. Okay, versus Acid Spit, Fanged Maw, and Stinger. Okay, so this one actually has a ranged attack, but it's hitting on 4s. Yep. I actually think the Sludge Grub is the one to go for. So if you were to use the verminoid infestation, I think the Sludge Grub is the one to summon. Actually, there's probably an easier way to tell if that's correct. We just look at how much they cost. So the Curse Mite seems to be the cheapest at 4, then the Ice Stinger Swarm and the Sludge Grubs are both 5. On the surface, I think the Sludge Grub's the winner of those 3 mutoid vermin. Anyway, up to the Glitchling. Disgustingly resilient, obviously. Squishable. This model only receives the benefit of its disgustingly resilient ability against attacks with a damage characteristic of 1. Okay. That's quite fun, you know, thematically. Demonic, 5-up invuln. It's a demon. Oh my gosh, it's a demon. It has the demon keyword. Nothing else here does yet. Grey Knights, you're going to fuck shit up. Very nice. Finally, a demon to attack. Weapon glitch. As long as this model is not shaken, subtract 1 from hit rolls made for attacks with ranged weapons that target this model. Cool. Then, the big boy, Volgra, Thrice Cursed. Again, I like that everything here is all him, just like I did with Elucia Vane. And just like I hope the Commander expansion is basically going to be this book, but it's just this. And obviously the rules for how to use commanders properly. But you know, you'll have a Tower Ethereal on one page, and then on the next page you'll have a Dark Eldar Archon, and then etc, etc. I think that'd be really cool. So his special, they're not called tactics. What are they called? They're just upgrades. Okay. They're traits, sorry. 10 points, Twisted Brilliance. If your kill team is battle forged, you start the battle with 1 additional command point. That's the same as Elucia Vane's. Master of Vermin. As long as this model is not shaken, you can reroll failed hit rolls for friendly mutoid vermin models whilst they are within 6 inches. Okay, cool, I guess. Insane Gibbering. Use this tactic at the start of the psychic phase. If your kill team includes Volgra, Thrice Cursed, until the end of the phase, subtract 1 from psychic tests for enemy psychers, whilst they are within 18 inches. Okay. So obviously, at the moment, this is only useful against Grey Knights and against Thousand Suns. And even then, Cybolt gets off on such a low number, you know, on a 5. This is only raising it to a 6. Still, it's only 1 command point, and you've got to remember, if you have the ability to use this, you are using Volgar Thrice Cursed, which means you are getting 3 command points. So, the way we currently think about command points isn't really valid, and this is actually less than 1 command point in the current meta. Lord of Resentment, 1 command point. Use this tactic at the start of the movement phase if your kill team includes, this model gains the following aura ability until the end of the battle. As long as this model is not shaken, you can reroll hit rolls of 1 made for friendly Gellerpox Infected. Reroll hit rolls within 6 inches. Cool. That's pretty nice, actually. For 1 command point, I'd use that. And here we have the points. So the Nightmare Hulks are 31 each. They are expensive models. And then Volgar Thrice Cursed at level 1 is 65 points. That's quite interesting, actually. Is he more expensive than I think he is? Yeah, so Elucia Vane starts at 45, whereas he starts at 65, and she ends at 100, whereas he ends at 130. To be fair, if I had bothered to read out, you know, any of his actual fucking datasheet, maybe we find out why. So, movement 4, so again, very slow. Weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 6, strength 5, toughness 5, wounds 5, attacks 4. He's a bit of a beast. Now, save is 6 up. He's got disgustingly resilient. Not a demon, but only has a 6 up invuln. He's going to be losing those wounds pretty easily, actually. So his belly flamer. Salty 6, strength 4. Oh, that's a standard flamer. I was expecting more, if I'm completely honest. Okay. And then Flesh Ripper Claws. Come on. Make him a beast. So he's going to be strength 6. AP minus 2, damage 2. Which means that plus one of these was minus 1 toughness, wasn't it? Yeah. So you're using Corruption and Decay on this guy, and he's taking out a Marine at a turn, basically. Well, a Marine at an attack, frankly. The normal guys are armed with hideous mutations, so they can't do that either. Okay. Okay. Well, suitably, Volgar Thrice Cursed is the most powerful of the Gellerpox, but is he worth 65 points? Okay, Strength Specialist. Let's see what they could be. The level 1, add 1 to this model's strength characteristic. Oh my god, that actually makes him strength 7. 6 base, then the Flesh Ripper Claws, he'd be strength 7. Doesn't actually help him. Strength 7 is a bit of a useless strength. You either want to be 6 or 8. 7 doesn't help you. Body Slam, level 1 strength tactic, 1 command point. Use this tactic when a strength specialist from your kill team ends a charge move within 1 inch of any enemy models. Roll a d6 for each enemy model within 1 inch of that strength specialist. And if you want to read these, just pause it, have a read. Then we get the open play missions. I'll be honest, I don't really get open play missions. I mean, why not just play a narrative mission instead of an open play? I don't really get that. So anyway, the narrative play missions are, as my understanding is, you are effectively playing through the story that was already told two episodes ago in my Rogue Trader lore of how Elucia Vane had to escape the True Hawk and crash back down to the Ministorum Shrine. And so you get 2 missions up in the True Hawk and then 2 down in the Ministorum Shrine. Again, I think it's quite cool that we're having multiple zones for different people to deploy it. I like that. More of that, please. And then the match play. This one is literally 2 ends of the board charge at each other, which, if I'm honest, I'm kind of done with. Like, emotionally, I'm done. Like, we get it. This one's a bit more interesting because you've got not a 4-way battle, because obviously there's still only 2 of you, but you can deploy here and here, so you're kind of fighting on 2 or 3, 4 fronts, which I quite like. That's cool. And then a little note for advanced rules here. Combining kill zones. Also, let it be noted that now the back half of this book has unstuck as well, which I find really annoying, but whatever. So, combining kill zones. As we see down here, you could just combine 2. So you've got the Ministorum Shrine, which will be inside, and then a standard one, which will be outside. It is possible to create a larger battlefield using the Ministorum Shrine battlefield and another kill team board by joining them together as shown below. Note that the main entrance doorway must be placed adjacent to the other gaming board. Yep, makes sense. You can then use this battlefield for missions or use your own creation or for 3 or 4 player missions. Be advised though that if you are playing a match play mission for 3 or 4 players on such a battlefield, kill teams in the Ministorum Shrine might have an advantage or disadvantage compared to those outside, depending on the mission you are playing, placement or of objective markers, and so forth. Therefore, players should only play such a mission on this kind of battlefield if everyone agrees. If you are combining Killzone Ministorum Shrine with another kill team board, then the rules for Killzone Ministorum Shrine only apply in the Ministorum Shrine board. The rules for fighting in ultra close confines apply to the whole battlefield, but the point-blank Overwatch tactics can only be used if the model firing Overwatch is in the Ministorum Shrine, or the model charging it is in the Ministorum Shrine when the charge is declared. That's kind of interesting. It almost makes you think that the close combat rules, the ultra close confines rules, should have been in the base rulebook. Kind of dick move from GW there. Look guys, GW is getting better, so much better than they were a few years ago. But actually, I'm going to say that the basic rules here, the close confines rules, should have been in the main game. There you go. And I think that blocking it behind a £60 expansion is an absolute dick fucking move. Okay everyone, hope you've enjoyed this rundown of either the Elucidian Starstriders or the Gellerpox Infected, depending where I've decided to put this ending that I am filming now. Oops. A little bit peek behind the curtain there. Hope you've enjoyed it. Have a great day everyone. Let me know what you think about Rogue Trader as an expansion. Are you for it? Against it? What about the kill teams? Do you like them? Do you not like them? What's up? My personal take is that I quite like the confines, the inner sanctum confines, the close quarter fighting, but the rest of it, don't need it. Don't care about the models, don't really care about the other rules. I just like the more easily transported board. Okay, have a great day everyone, hope you enjoy, goodbye. Okay, everyone, hope you've enjoyed this rundown of either the Elucidian Star Striders or the Gellerpox Infected, depending where I've decided to put this ending that I am filming now. Oops, a little bit peek behind the curtain there. Hope you've enjoyed it. Have a great day, everyone. Let me know what you think about Rogue Trader as an expansion. Are you for it? Against it? What about the kill teams? Do you like them? Do you not like them? What's up? My personal take is that I quite like the confines, the inner sanctum confines, the close quarter fighting, but the rest of it, don't need it. Don't care about the models. Don't really care about the other rules. I just like the more easily transported board. Okay. Have a great day, everyone. Hope you enjoy. Goodbye.